Welcome back to Gentle Herb Living, where we grow together, simply, naturally, and intentionally. As the summer sun begins to mellow and we move toward the end of the season, August might feel like the tail end of gardening season. But don't let that fool you. August is actually the perfect time to plant certain herbs, vegetables, and greens, especially if you want a fall harvest or to give your garden a head start before the cooler months arrive. Today, I'll share with you 6 plants you absolutely need to grow this August, whether you're working with a full garden bed, raised planters, or even a few containers on your balcony. The first must-grow plant for August is arugula. This peppery green thrives in late summer and early fall when the weather starts to cool slightly. Arugula grows quickly, often ready to harvest in as little as 3 to 4 weeks. It does especially well in containers or tucked into garden corners where other summer crops are finishing up. Because it prefers cooler weather, planting it in August means you'll get tender, flavorful leaves without the bitter edge that sometimes comes with hot weather growing. Plus, it pairs beautifully with fall soups, sandwiches, and wellness salads. Next on the list is cilantro. If you've ever tried growing cilantro in the heat of summer, you probably watched it bolt and go to seed almost immediately. But in August, as temperatures begin to drop, cilantro finally has its moment. Sow it directly in containers or garden beds and keep it lightly watered. You'll start seeing lush green leaves in just a few weeks. Cilantro is not only delicious in everything from tacos to teas, but it also supports detoxification and digestion. A great herb for your kitchen and your body. The third plant I highly recommend planting this month is radishes. They're one of the fastest growing vegetables you can grow, and August is an ideal time to start a batch or two. With varieties that mature in 21 to 30 days, you'll be enjoying crisp, peppery roots before the first frost even touches your garden. Radishes grow well in deep containers or garden beds, and you can even plant them in between slower crops like carrots or kale. They loosen the soil as they grow, which helps improve the structure of your garden space naturally. Speaking of kale, that's number 4 on our August planting list. Kale loves the cooler months and actually becomes sweeter after a light frost. Planting it in August means you'll have sturdy, nutrient-rich greens ready for harvest in fall, and possibly through early winter, depending on your zone. You can grow kale in large pots or raised beds, and it does particularly well in compost-enriched soil. Kale is rich in iron, calcium, and antioxidants, a powerhouse green that supports overall wellness, energy, and immunity. Now, let's talk about chamomile. This soothing herb is often overlooked in late summer planting, but August is a great time to start chamomile, especially if you're in a region with a longer growing season. Whether you plant Roman or German chamomile, it prefers cooler days and will reward you with delicate daisy-like flowers that can be harvested and dried for calming teas. Chamomile also attracts beneficial insects and has anti-inflammatory properties, perfect for winding down the garden and your day. Even if you're tight on space, chamomile grows well in small pots and window boxes. And last, but certainly not least, lettuce. August is the ideal time to start sowing lettuce again after the summer heat has passed its peak. Choose loose-leaf varieties like oak leaf, butterhead, or romaine for steady harvests. Lettuce thrives in cooler evenings and partial shade, making it a great crop for August into fall. If you're growing herbs for wellness or crafting nourishing meals at home, having fresh, homegrown lettuce ready to pick is a gift. You can even grow it indoors under lights or in a vertical garden setup if outdoor space is limited. These 6 plants, arugula, cilantro, radishes, kale, chamomile, and lettuce, are not just garden fillers. They're useful, nourishing, and perfectly timed for planting in August. Whether you're harvesting crisp greens for your plate brewing calming tea or creating space for full productivity in your garden, these choices support both your garden's rhythm and your natural lifestyle. So don't let the calendar fool you. August is still full of gardening possibility. With just a few containers, some good compost, and a little intention, you can grow a fresh wave of herbs and veggies to nourish you into the fall. As always, I hope this gives you the encouragement to dig in and keep growing. Gardening doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can be light, joyful, and deeply rewarding, especially when we grow with the seasons. Thanks for spending time with me here on Gentle Herb Living. If you decide to plant any of these 6 in your garden this August, let me know in the comments what you're most excited about. And if you have a favorite cool season herb or veggie that you love to grow, I'd love to hear about that too. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who's ready to grow but doesn't know where to start. Until next time, stay well, stay rooted, and keep growing with nature.